Very warm good morning, dear students. Students, we are just dealing with a chapter that is Your World. It is written by Georgia Douglas Johnson. And we had in the previous class already, we had learned about the summary of this poem or the central idea of the poem. Today, we are just going to learn about some of the answers, the understanding the poem. Mark these sentences. Okay, we just move to that understanding the poem. In this poem, the speaker draws on her own experience to give the audience advice on living life with courage, ambition, and passion. So, what you have to do here? Mark these sentences as true, true for a T, and or not true, there is a NT. And if the sentences are not true, rewrite them correctly. You need to rewrite them also. Okay, so in this poem, the speaker draws on her own experience to give the audience advice on living life with courage, ambition, and passion. First one, that is true, you can write T. And when she says world, the speaker refers to our planet and the people residing in it. That is not true. NT you can write. Okay, but instead of that you can write when she says world, the speaker refers to individual's life. So that means, okay, individual lives. No, when she says world, the speaker refers to the individual life, her own life. Okay, that is only. So that is a NT. According to the speaker, destiny or fate has an important role to play in our lives. According to the speaker, destiny or fate has an important role to play in our lives. That is not true. NT you can write. That is not true. NT. Here, wings represents a person's ability or talents. So, according to the speaker, destiny or fate has an important role to play in our lives. That is not true. It is according to the speaker, destiny or fate has not an important role to play in our lives. So the fourth one, here wings represents a person's abilities or talents. Okay, wings represents, that is also true. Wings represents actually a person's ability or talents only. Here, then horizon refers only to the line in the landscape where the sky meets the sea. That is not true. Again, right? Horizon refers only to the line that in the landscape where the sky meets the sea. That is not true. Now you can write it. Horizon refers to light at the end of tunnel. Okay, not the sky meets at the sea. So that you can write. So to answer these questions, next one you can see what is the speaker like initially. What the speaker like initially, what the speaker likes initially. So you can see what he likes. Normal abiding. So initially the speaker likes the normal abiding. And what fears do you think kept her from pursuing the life that she wanted? So which line from the people poem tells that she was afraid? See, you can see the question, no? What is the speaker like normally? Normal abiding only. What fears do you think kept her from pursuing the life that she wanted? Actually, she had a lot of fear. So she was in the beginning, she was just finding that, okay, she was not that much self-conscious. Once she became self-conscious, when she became aware about her own talents, hidden talents in her, she is just trying to develop that. So she is just becoming successful and she is realizing that she had to go ahead. So that is it. Okay, which line from the poem tell us that she was afraid? She was afraid that my wings pressing close to my side. From that it is very clear, crystal clear, that my wings pressing close to my side. That means I was just sticking to myself. I was not going outside. So I was just sticking to the to myself. Okay, I was not seeing what is happening outside. So there is I was not the poet. I was in the sense the poet was not aware that there is another world outside. So with a lot of possibility and vigor and enthusiasm, she once realizes that she goes out. Right, that is it. What inspired the speaker to leave her nest and fly? What inspired the speaker to leave her nest and fly? Hmm? What was the inspiration? What made her to go outside? What are the things that shows she was willing to go outside? You can just see that. Okay, 1 minute. See, you can see here wings represent a person's abilities, and you see what inspired the speaker to leave her nest destiny. So you can just write down. Actually, what is made her to leave her nest and fly? See, once she realizes that there are a lot of possibility, okay, there are a lot of possibility, she was able to go. She once she realizes that there is a the hidden talent, no, there are hidden talents in her. She realizes that, and then she did, no, then she started to explore more. That is what the word you need to understand. Here the word explore is very important. Okay, please understand that this is exploring. Explore something. It's very important. Exploring. No, she was able to explore more. That means what is there outside, not sticking to what is there with her, but she was able to explore more, and when she explored more, she is understanding things very clearly. No, that way she is progressing. So that progress we can find. Now, what is with rapture, with power, with ease? What do you think? The speaker found the power or the strength to pursue her dreams. You can see it is a kind of a self-discovery. That is what that is taking place in her. Self-discovery that brings a sense of confidence and conviction in her. Okay, so she was able to understand herself very beautifully. No, so that makes her more confident, and she is convincing. She was able to convince herself that she is able. So she then that way she is exploring more. You see, we can see social prejudice and the fear of getting judged kept her from pursuing. So you can see that social prejudice, lot of prejudice, social prejudice are there in this present scenario in this world. So we may have our own prejudice, and we may think that it is world is only this much, okay, that is here only, so it is my destiny. So this kind of thinking is there. So it is not like that. We need to explore more, then we will get more. Okay, you see, social prejudice and the fear of getting judged kept her from pursuing. Okay, that is what. Now, these things actually, once she is understanding about her own abilities, she was able to explore more, and she was able to go outside, and she was able to shatter all the difficulties, no, which was hindering her to explore more. So, once she realizes that, she shatters everything. Now, next question. Did the speaker find it difficult, that is, did the speaker find it difficult to soar to the uttermost reaches?
What was the most difficult part of her journey? See, no, she was not finding it difficult to soar the uttermost because she was able to find out the abilities, the hidden talents in her. So once she explores that things, she was go with more vigor and enthusiasm. You can see she was okay having. She is just finding out that she is having lot of abilities, okay, and power no in her. See, that's why then soar to the uttermost reaches. She was able to go the uttermost and reaches with rapture, with power, with ease. So she was able to go with a lot of power and with ease. She was able to conquer. So that is what we see here. She was able to no go ahead with more enthusiasm and vitality. So that you can find here. Now next question is that answer these questions. Did the speaker find it difficult? So that we have seen, in your opinion, what makes our world big or narrow? So what is the world? What is making the world narrow? Or what all things are distant? You see, what all things are makes our world big or narrow? It is our own perspective. It's our own viewpoint that makes the world no our one's own perspective. It's our own perspective that makes the world big or narrow. Why? Because see, so it is our attitude towards the world and other things that makes the things different. Okay, that is what you need to understand here. That means okay, our attitude, that is very much important. Our attitude towards the world. Okay, the point was, you see, what does a big world mean to you? The world, big world, and what are the dreams and the interests you aspire to? So that is the personal question it is asked to you that you can do by yourself. Okay, so please see that you are just doing those answers. Okay, so this question is asked that in your what does big world meant to you? Big world. The world is a big world in the sense it is a world of possibilities. So we need to have that conviction, and we should have a confidence in ourselves, in our abilities, and we should go ahead with much courage and enthusiasm. Then there will be success in our life. So it's actually the your world in the sense this is an after we can say after heading is given to the poem because it is the your world, your and world. These are two words. Your world. So our own world. So it is we who make our future bright. If we are future or the present, whatever may be, it is we who make our life. No, it is we who take the decision. You see, your world means you see our own perspective, how we look at the world and how we look at about our own future and our own success. This is what matters, not any destiny or things. It is not like that. So we can't say like that. And we just move to the next one, that is appreciating the poem. That you can see the poet's choice of words in this poem is well thought out and deliberate. Every word or phrase is used to convey a specific feeling and meaning. You see, for example, stanza 1 describes how small and restricted the speaker's world was before she made the world decision to fly. Words and phrases like narrowest corner, wings, pressing close to my side, okay, and give us a sense of this limitedness. You see, underline the words in the second and the third stanzas that the poet uses to express the vastness of the world the speaker desired to see and explore. So which are the two words? You can see some of the words. You can see the distant, the word distant and immensity. So that is the two words you can see, distant and immensity. These are the two words. Okay, just note down these words, distant and immensity. Distant and immensity. Distant and immensity. These are the two words you need to just note down. Okay, distant and immensity. Okay, distant and immensity. These are the two words. Now, next question is, look at these words, phrases, that is a throat, burning desire, and battered, sword, rapture, and power. What quality of the speaker and her new world do you think they express? So you see that which are the words? Throat, burning desire, battered, sword, rapture, and power. What quality of the speaker and her new world do you think they express? So this is a question, and actually you can see that emancipatory nature of speaker about the new world. That is what this is expressing. Emancipatory nature of speaker. Emancipation. Okay, you can see this is actually the emancipatory nature of speaker on the new world. So that means he is just free from everything and he has got a special viewpoint, his own viewpoint about the world. So he is just making new plans and he is exploring the world and he is able to make new decisions and he is just going or exploring, we can say, with a more vigor and enthusiasm. See, next one, the word abide in the poem means to live, but abide can also mean to accept or submit to certain rules or decisions. Is it? The first word abide means to live, abiding, so reside or live, to live. And but abide can also mean to accept or submit to certain rules or decisions. Why do you think the poet has very specifically used the word abide and instead of live? So you need to understand why it is used. So what is the reason? What may be the reason why he has used the word abide instead of live? So we can say that the poet was not living in her own terms. That's why. Okay, she was not living in her own terms. You see, that is what the answer we can say. See, she was not moving on her own interest, but she was just thinking that it is all my own destiny. All these rules are already made. All the rules are made for her, and now what she has to do? She has to just move on with the rules. It is not the question of whether she she was liking the rules or not. That is not important. But she was just abiding or living by the rules that is made by somebody. She was not living by her own terms or her own interests or her own with that she was not living, but there was particular terms and rules made by somebody, and with that she was living. That's why. Now, what does the poet want to say about the speaker of the poem using the word abide? You can say, in short, as I told you, the poet was not residing or living in her own terms, but we can say she was abiding by the norms and regulations laid out on her. See, that is by somebody else. That's what I told. The norms and the terms which are the rules and regulations which are already made by somebody. on her. Actually, it was not her own rules or her own terms, but the rules and regulations which are made by somebody else. She was just practicing. So that is what. Okay.